Hi, my name is Jane Gray, and I am a real estate agent here in Vienna in Northern Virginia, and I'm with Jane Gray Homes. And today I am interviewing Jen Morrow from Bards Bookstore here on Church Street in Vienna. And welcome. Thank you for joining me, Jen.
Sure, thank you, Jane. I'm glad to be here
All
in
right.
the store.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your store.
Sure. Well, I opened Bards Alley 2 years ago, and my tagline is Books, Wine, Kindred Spirits. And I really
Love
wanted to open an independent bookstore to have a place where the community could bond around reading and the love of literature. And I just decided having a small cafe where we could have some events and do just some fun things in the store would be a nice benefit too. So I decided to have the bookstore cafe model.
Nice. So I understand that you had a previous life as a consultant. So what made you decide to go into being a bookseller?
Yeah, it's really interesting how over the past several decades, even bookstores have evolved and changed and kept with changing times, especially online retailing. But for me personally, it was about 8 years ago when my son started kindergarten that I realized it was time for me to stay home for a few years. So I had a corporate job. I was full time and I had two children, and I wanted to just make a change and spend time with them in those early years. And so after a few short months, I got a little bored. Not that I don't love my children, but I felt like I needed to have something for myself. And I thought, I really wonder what it would take to open a bookstore. And I did a lot of research, and I met some great people in the industry that helped me, navigate what that would look like. And I always had this entrepreneurial spirit, and I felt like I needed to channel that in some way. So people often say this was my dream, and I need to correct them because it was a new dream of mine. It wasn't something I had planned my whole life to do, but since I had time to really think about it, there was a lot of nostalgia for me personally around going to bookstores from my childhood. And so the real root of why I chose this path was I saw my own children growing up, learning to read, and not having a place like this to go to. And so,
Yeah.
having lived in Vienna, which we both know is a wonderful community, I thought they would really embrace this concept. And fortunately, that has proven to be true, and I've had a great time with it. So that's how I got from my corporate consulting life to owning a business today.
Excellent. Okay. So tell tell everybody a little bit about what's something surprising that people may not know about your business.
Sure. I think what I didn't realize was the wealth of local authors that we have right here in our backyard,
Wow.
and how much they have really come to love Bard's Alley, and it's really across many different genres of writing, poetry, children's illustrators, adult fiction, children's books, and they really, we kind of share this love of books, and the bookstore has become a place that they come to and talk about. So I'm really proud of a lot of the events that we've had, and the names that we've been able to get here to give access really to the authors, to the community, and then the community back to the authors. So that's been really exciting for me.
And you have book signings.
Yes, the
Yeah.
book signings, readings. We do story time also,
Uh-huh.
and that's been really fun because the kids just the joy in their face and their innocence in asking questions and excitement over the characters in the books. Like I said, that was a big reason I wanted to open, and it just fills my heart when I see that. So it's
Yeah.
great.
So speaking of, the author's love for your business, how about the customers? What do they love about the store? I know having a coffee bar and a wine bar and everything, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Adds to the whole ambiance of reading a good book.
Well, that's the thing I also tried to do when I opened, was to partner with local businesses in the cafe area, because that's not my strength. And so we really just wanted to showcase what some great businesses were already doing. And 100 Bowls of Soup, Cafe Amore, Little Miss Whoopie. We have lots of vendors who provide the food that we serve here.
Oh,
And
that's
so,
interesting.
yes, and it's a great partnership because we're able to work with small businesses, and it's just a win-win. And I love the cafe from the perspective of having our events. Sometimes we do things with other local businesses. For example, the wine shop up the street, or we'll have something with Rita's, where we had a Harry Potter event recently on Harry Potter's birthday, and Rita's was doing some specials, and then we had pajamas and story time, so that families,
That's fun.
families could really come in and stay on Church Street and make a night of it. And that's what I think is also really good for Vienna. If we have, shopping local, staying local,
Absolutely.
not only, just provides the experience and, the fun, but, it employs people in the community, and we pay taxes to the town, and, it's really just kind of paying it forward, which is another thing that I'm really trying to support, the local businesses and people having access to everything they need right here in Vienna.
Yeah. So what's an event that you have that's coming up that maybe reader or watchers,
Oh,
of
sure.
the viewers of the video would want to know about?
Well, we're really excited to have our first children's author palooza in September.
Okay.
So we thought it would be a really good start to the fall to invite authors from all age genres, so picture books through young adult authors, to come in and have an all-day celebration. And so all day we're going to have different authors here that you can meet. We're going to have a book tasting, which is I know you're probably wondering what that means.
What does that mean?
So we're going to set up tables that will look like a restaurant, and we're going to have a place setting, and at the place setting will be a book. And we will have a description about the book, and so you can go around and sample or taste each of the different books at the different tables. So,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So just a fun way people to come in and engage, not only with the authors that we're having here, but, also just find books that they may not, have discovered before. And that is a differentiator from online retailing, where, we are very proud of the curated selection that we have in the store, and the staff who are here to help you find a book for either yourself or a gift or a teacher, because we all are book lovers and have deep knowledge in all those things, so that we can help you find what you need.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
And when is that event?
On September 15th.
Okay, very good. All right, check it out. So what's an example of maybe the oddest request that you've gotten, your curators who have helped people? Have you come across anything that's a little harder to find?
Oh, that's a really good question. I don't know that anything has been that odd, but we definitely have customers who have interest in a very specialty subject, and so maybe not something we would normally carry on the shelf. And two things that come to mind. We had a customer that was very interested in books in French, because this person was learning French, and so they wanted to order popular books, but in the French language, so that they could learn. And then we also had someone who was interested in like specific types of birds, and we just kind of have some just general things, but not very, very specific. So really it's just
And you were able to help both
kind
of
of,
them?
Mostly, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because we take special orders and we can find, we can help. We may not have it in the store, but we can get it from our sources. And
Okay.
yeah, so
Excellent.
nothing too crazy though.
Okay. I always find different types of books that I might not normally pick up, and just being able to browse the shelves and things is nice. It's so different from Amazon where they're
Right.
telling me what I should read, based on my past reading experience. So
Exactly.
what I like a lot about your store is, the staff picks, and that they have, a little reason why you should read this particular book, what it's about.
Right.
So I love that.
Yeah,
So.
and we also try to have we do blog posts on our social media outlets, so that you can get even more in-depth recommendations from our staff. We also try to do write up some book and wine pairings, because we do
Oh.
sell wine here.
Uh-huh.
Not only to enjoy in the store, but also if you like something you have here, you can buy the bottle and take it home. So we try to do we call them book buddies. So we're, for those who like to drink wine while, they're reading a book, or you have a book club you're hosting, we do that too. So it's very,
Nice.
very fun. It's really that experience, like you said, talking to a person and not letting an algorithm tell you what to read next.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
yeah, so we love that.
Personal touch.
Yes.
So where do you see yourself maybe in 5 years? Where is Bards Alley? I mean, it's probably evolved since you started it, and it will continue to evolve. Do you have any ideas of where it might take you?
Well, we have lots of ideas, and the one that I think is probably foremost in our minds is building partnerships with local schools and libraries, because we really, again, value kind of the personal touch of bringing authors to the community, because they actually are very inspirational, and they have really great books that they've published, but just to hear their stories is just a wonderful experience. And so we're trying to look for ways to have those partnerships so that we can have events that are free to the public at the libraries, but we're able to bring the author and sell their books. And also with schools, again, it's really just facilitating, working with their publicist and getting them to come to the area so that kids can see that firsthand. Because what I'm truly amazed is how many young people really have a love of writing, not just reading. And so
Well, the two go together.
they really do.
a lot.
Yeah.
I
And
write too.
Yeah,
so
you do.
Not books, blogs.
See, it's whether it's a blog or a journal or a
Right.
diary. You never know what it's going to turn into, and so that's just really something that we'd like to do, probably first and foremost. And beyond that, I'm not really sure. I think a lot of it depends on the community, and we're always looking for feedback, on what people like and what they'd like to see us do. But right now we're just happy to get new people to come to the store and welcome our regulars. Yeah.
Has your business grown quite a bit since you opened? I mean, do you get a lot of regulars in here, and they come back for the wine and the coffee and
We
the
do,
books?
yeah. And what really is one thing, and you may or may not have asked me this, but one thing that really surprised me was the number of people that thank me for opening the store, like a true thank you. And I just didn't realize how much people really appreciated the having a place like this to come to. And what I really encourage people to do is to check out our events, not only when the authors are here, but we have book clubs and we have an open mic poetry night once a month. We're always adding things. We're going to launch a young adult book club, and it's really just a way for people to come together. Whether they're strangers or they're, it's a group who just has a Friday coffee once a month. We love having them here in the store.
So
And
do people meet here, and as in, have they met for the first time, and maybe they formed a community because of your store.
Yes, absolutely. And in fact, one of the kind of most popular book clubs is the Badass Women's Book Club.
Oh, okay, love
which
it.
yeah, which was started here in Bards Alley at Bards Alley by one of our customers, and she now has launched this nationwide. And so there are chapters in D.C., in Atlanta, in New Orleans, all different places at different bookstores. But it started here.
All right.
Yeah, so we get credit
Epicenter.
for that. But Gina's done an amazing job in not just bringing the community together, but just finding people that have a common cause and a common desire to read certain kinds of books. And she's really branded it in a way that you can see what they read in the past. It's like about women empowerment, for all ages, women of all ages and girls. And so I'm really proud to say that she was inspired by Bards Alley, to start that book club, and she's had such great success with it. So that's what.
Excellent. So where could they get more information on that? On your website, maybe?
Yes, and she has her own website. But they still meet here once a month on Wednesday. So if you just go to our website, bardsalley.com, you can see our full calendar of events, which would include Gina's book club.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. So, a couple last questions. You're from, you live here in Vienna too. So,
I do. Yes,
yeah,
I do.
kids go-
But I love Church Street Stroll, which is the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
And I remember when I moved here, I had just had my son, and we were out here in the freezing cold with him in a stroller, and I mean, he was a baby, but we just loved it. And it's,
Yeah.
all the businesses stay open, and there's music and food and marshmallows, and it just, to me, was just one event that really was about the local community. And now that I'm a business owner, I love it even more because it is a huge help to remind people of what they can get, right here, whether it's gift cards or, just going to your retail stores and supporting them locally. So
Exactly.
I think the town does a great job with all seasons. I mean, summer, fall, the Vienna Business Association, which I'm a member of, sponsors a lot of things too. Oktoberfest is coming up, and I know it sounds kitschy, but I love that about Vienna. And
It's got a great community
yeah,
feel.
it does.
I love it. Yep, that is something I
Yeah.
love.
Yeah,
So,
it does.
anything else you'd like to share about your business, or?
Well, just really just come in and check us out and have a conversation, have a cup of coffee, and like I said, check out our social media sites. Our Instagram is very popular, and you can meet our booksellers through following us on social media. And we're always looking to introduce new products to our customers and new events. And so I encourage you to come in and have a conversation with us, and you might discover something that you didn't know you loved. And really,
I can vouch for that.
yeah, thank you. And tomorrow is Book Lovers Day, August 9th. I didn't know it was a thing.
I didn't know it.
So that's a great day to start a new book or read a classic that you haven't read in a long time. So just
Okay.
yeah. So
Any
celebrate.
book recommendations?
Oh,
We're kind
my
of
gosh.
at the end of
Yes.
summer here, but like something off the shelf, right? Anything that
Oh, that's a tough one. I will.
You can only pick one.
I know. Since it's the end of the summer and we're gonna all get crazy busy, I'm gonna recommend the Traveling Cat Chronicles, which is a very short book, and it is so sweet, and it just has so many good lessons in it, and
Okay.
it's really a book for everybody. And I absolutely love that book, and you should read it.
Okay, I will.
Yes.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, Jen, thank you so much for joining me today, and I invite
Yeah.
the viewers to come into Bards Alley. It's an awesome store. It's a gem. I just fell in love with it when I walked in the first time. It's very warm, inviting. The people are very friendly and helpful. So anyway, thank you so much.
No,
And
thank you. It was great. I had a lot of fun. So
I'm
see
so
you
glad
here.
you brought it to the community.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Yeah. So if you know of another dynamic business leader in the Vienna area, I would be happy to, find out if they'd be interested to be interviewed. And so let me know, either Facebook message me or on the link below. Okay? Thank you again.